Xuanzang, a master monk of the Tang dynasty. He traversed the ancient Silk Road several times to Central Asia and South Asia, bringing Buddhist teachings to China. Following his journey, Buddhism became more prevalent and more widely understood in China and subsequently elsewhere in the world. The record of his trip also helps people to study the cultures along the Silk Road. Xuanzang, a main character in Journey to the West, one of the greatest Chinese classic novels, is based on Xuanzang. In 643 AD, Xuanzang reached Shache on his return journey. He preached Buddhism here for 3 days. Most of the townspeople embraced it. Professor Jianying has conducted research on Xinjiang for years. At the ruin site where Xuanzang once preached history along the ancient Silk Road.
Xuanzang is an eminent monk in Tang Dynasty. When he returned from India, he got so many Buddhist scriptures and also become a very famous Buddhist. So when he come here, the local people received him with a grand ceremony. For example, he just preaching scriptures here for 3 days to the local people.
This is a really interesting place where we are standing today. Right behind us is the ruins of the podium on which Xuanzang, one of the most eminent monks in China's history, preached during the Tang Dynasty. Right below us, we are standing on the local family's roof, and looking around, we see residents of the local Uyghur people. What is it like for you, Professor Xu, giving all these elements coming together all at the same time?
Indeed, we get emotional when we stand here to see the history is integrated with the reality. Our ancestors made great efforts to bring from overseas first-class culture on the Silk Road back to China. The integration of foreign and local cultures resulted in the very colorful and rich culture of the Silk Road and Xinjiang as it is now.
So
every time we visit here, we feel a mission to better protect those heritages, to let them better inspire the future and our children. We need to cherish both the present and the historical relics left by our ancestors.
I've always wondered, Professor, what can be the best way to preserve the characteristics and personalities of cultures, of religion, and also of different ethnic groups, while at the same time make sure, as it should be, it is a harmonious family that we are talking about here in China?
Yes, how to better protect multi-ethnic culture is a shared concern. As far as I know, Xinjiang also attaches importance to keeping traditions while developing culture and tourism. For example, in this region, its original characteristics, the way of life of the local people, their cultural beliefs, and some historical relics are being preserved as much as possible in this neighborhood, rather than being demolished and rebuilt. There are some new experiments too. They have restored the house using traditional techniques and renovated the inside with modern materials so that it can accommodate the modern tourists who come for a break or even to stay. This way of introducing changes not only protects the cultural characteristics of the local ethnic groups, but also combines well with the modern economy, while demonstrating the features of the Silk Road.
同时也是展示了丝绸之路这种特点。